60 years today. 1963 was a pivotal year in civil rights. Medgar Evers was shot and killed in June of 63. The March on Washington in August of 63. 2 weeks later, 4 little girls were killed in a Baptist church. That was 60 years ago. Today, we are witnessing what's happened in Jacksonville. We've got laws in the books, policies, etc. What can this administration do to quell the hate that is on the rise that the FBI has quantified?
Sure. I would say this. The administration has, since day one, since the president signed his first executive order on making sure that everything we've done is focused on equity in this administration, and all of his work since then, including obviously another executive order signed on the anniversary of Bloody Sunday to make sure that the sacred right to the franchise is protected. It is sacrosanct in everything this administration does. Obviously, there's a full investigation going on in Jacksonville right now. We're going to let law enforcement authorities do their job. But everything in this administration is focused on making sure that we try to appeal to the better angels against, it seems, a rising tide of not only racism, anti-Semitism, Islamophobia, violent attacks against our LGBT, our brothers and sisters, and even significant crimes against our AA and HPI community. That's why it's so important that we remain vigilant every single day from all aspects of the administration, a whole of government approach, recognizing that there's work yet to be done. It's important to note that while we're not where we want to be, we're certainly not where we used to be. The progress that has been made, not only in the Biden-Harris administration, which has had a number of historic firsts, I might add, but over the last 60 years, this country has come a long way. And we have to, I believe, people of goodwill have to lean in to that progress, but realize that we are on the front line against a rising tide of a lot of isms. And we've got to continue to push back together. That's embedded in the president's piece in the Washington Post. I encourage everyone to lean into it.
Follow up on that, if I could, real quick. There's a lot of racial rhetoric going on in this political campaigning atmosphere. Is there going to be, or am I making a reach in this question, will there be a reach across the aisle to say enough is enough, we've got to stop this? Because a lot of this, people are saying, are stemming from a lot of this rhetoric.
Sure, I'll give a brief response to that. The president has endeavored, and I watch it in every engagement I have with him and every engagement he has with the public, to recognize the fact that he's the president of all of the United States of America. He speaks to people on both sides of the line, urban, rural, and suburban America, and he speaks again in a way that brings people together. That will continue to be his position, as well as the vice president's position. But yes, it requires the president, the vice president, but all of us again to lean in and make sure we're working to pull people together and push back against that rhetoric that we do see.